Welcome back to another episode of the Bear Trap on the Boomer Buzz channel, a Bears podcast by a Bears fan. I'm your host, Terry, and today, talking about our Week 17 win against the New York Giants. So, before we get into that Bear stuff, let me just quickly say, Antonio Brown. Man. Antonio Brown, I said before many times, that man has mental health issues. And all the excuses people gave, this old school mentality of you can play so you can get away with more, all that other stuff. And I've been saying, this man does not need more football. This man needs counseling. This man needs help. And essentially, not only does he not need to be playing football, but he doesn't need to be getting favors, which then enables his behavior. So that's just sad to see what happened today. And I know there's a lot of people going to talk crap. A lot of people going to laugh. It's sad. It's sad to me, to be honest. So, all right, going to the Bears. So, yeah, I skipped last game, number one, due to some things, but also there wasn't much to say. There's not much to say, much like this week. I was like, there's really not much to say, but wanted to give people a space where they could comment if they want to or engage with the Bears stuff. I've been saying for so many weeks, and I told you I felt like a broken record. That's why I was just like, what's the point? Because I'm going to say the same thing. We on a collision course, a fast collision course for an off season of change. Obviously, our come from behind win against the Seahawks in the blizzard doesn't change that. Our destruction of a very bad Giants team led by a terrible quarterback doesn't change that. We saw Foles do some things, and today it was Dalton. So we've seen all three quarterbacks out there and wins. I mean, none of this is going to carry over. In my personal opinion, I would be shocked and very frustrated if next year it's Justin Fields, Andy Dalton, Nick Foles, Matt Nagy in the gang. I would be very confused and upset. And I've said many times before, and if you listen, you know, I'm not the one to take an extreme side and sit here and try to, perform for fans. I'm going to look at it realistically. So, yes, there's some things that Nagy did that was good, but overall, he's not a head coach. I've said that before. He needs to do some more learning. This idea that a good coordinator makes a head coach is just so dumb. It's a completely different job. And in his management, his preparation, all this stuff, he's just not good at it. And I also want to say, whoever was doing the broadcast today for us, pre-game and during the game, they were just terrible with the information. I get they don't watch every team every week, but they're like, oh, well, Nagy's good with setting the culture and getting them prepped and being the CEO of a team. I'm like, actually, he's horrible at that. And so there's that. And then, we just need change. So there's that. Defensively, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's not much different than I feel from the first time that I said it. I talked about some of the key players that I would think we need to focus on going forward. That hasn't changed for me. There's definitely a number of players that I think we should get out of here and get some value for. And then obviously a lot of that is going to be dependent on who the new coach and new staff is that's coming in, and we'll see. And I've said before, I don't have a pick in mind. Everybody is talking about head coaches, and you don't know. Like, the coaches that turn out well, they turn out well for reasons you never predicted. The coaches that you think are great don't turn out well. It's because people are making connections and stuff that don't matter. Like this whole thing, Nagy was a fan of Mitch Trubisky during the draft process. There we go. No, that stuff does not matter. What's going to matter is the staff they bring in and how well of a leader they are in terms of not only getting the team prepped, but getting everybody on the same page. That's the only really thing that's going to matter when it comes to the coaching staff. And then we'll see what they do with the GMs as well. So, I mean, yeah, we won today. You know, it's okay. It's okay. I do think not a lot, but a couple things have started to settle in. And while I'm not, again, entertaining the idea of bringing people back, I do think that if we were to run things back, we would see both sides of the ball being a lot more comfortable in what they're doing. And, you know, that's the unfortunate side effect. We wanted to blame coordinators. We wanted to blame coaches. We wanted to change stuff around. And so you don't have a lot of time. And so you make all these changes just to scapegoat people. And it's going to take time to get used to the new stuff. And so I do think 100% without a doubt we will look more comfortable next year all around. But as it stands, I'm not really going forward with it. But that's just to say that you see Mooney feeling a little better. You see us using the pieces a little better, whether it's Bird and Grant and even Goodwin. And so we start to use those things and commit a little more. Jimmy G, I forgot Jimmy Graham and Jimmy G. So, but Jimmy Graham, I think bringing him in, using him as a weapon in the end zone, which I'm not going to forget all you haters. Why they throw to Jimmy G? He's so washed up. So I just thought we were being better overall and we were being a little more comfortable. We really leaned on the run game like we haven't in the last few years. And I just thought it was good. And defensively, we know our bread is buttered, even though we're not excellent at anything. We know how to bend but don't break. And we were playing better, I think. Overall, we were playing better. But obviously, far from a playoff team, far from a contender. We don't have the talent. We don't have the coaching. But, you know, there was some upside to it all. So, yeah, there's not a ton to say about that. And I originally wanted to do like an open call thing. And I'm going to give you more info on that. Like I said, some stuff happened, unfortunately. So this week got thrown off. But I'll probably end up at this point just waiting until our last game and then do it after our last game at some point, probably that night or the next day. So I'll definitely let everybody know, and then that way we could set up a Zoom call so people can call in, and I'll start a call line, and I'll let people in one at a time and all that. So we could talk about all these things that people got on their mind, because Bears fans be interesting. So, but we're better Bears fans. We're better Bears fans. So that's it for me. Go down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Share it around. Get the conversation started. Thumbs up, subscribe, and remember, stay up and bear down.